Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and today we will be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. I have here with me today... Oh, the number of people grew. Cold, Cameo, Ice, Lone, Moon, Nez, and Wind.
I'll cough.
Just shy of the full party. Not sure... Apparently Yoshi told me that he wouldn't make it, but I don't remember why, so, no Yoshi today.
Sad.
We will remember him.
Before we get started, I want to remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. More about how to support the channel at the end. Other than that, let's see. Give me a sec to give people control of their tokens. Let's go ahead and jump in with the recap now.
All right. So, last time we left the shopping district, and Moon ended up making a deal, being stopped by I think it was Sergus, was it?
Yes.
Yes. So Sergus stopped Moon, and made a deal with him. A deal that will gain Moon a God Soul if he deters the party. And after taking that deal, we were all sent over to, I think we're in the Nightmare Moon, or not the Nightmare Moon, Luna's Dreamscape, is it?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Where each one of our fears comes true. And amongst the constant arguing in the party over what we should do, it's what we do here, we finally agreed to allow, I think it was Phoenix, to actually teleport us out of it. Or at least away from it.
No, you allowed her to, but you were gonna stay by.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, you were the only person who came to a consensus.
Oh.
With your mental image of the rest of the party about that.
Well, I guess we didn't agree on anything.
And
No, because Squirrel didn't want her disappearing.
Quirrell's scared. And Nez gets to go first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I had a plan that I couldn't speak about because of all the interruptions last session. So the idea was just, if this is a dream, we just need to picture a clear path to where we want to go, and we should be able to get there. Failing that, I have a spell that just shows you the most direct path to wherever you want to go.
Nice.
I love Find the Path. It's such a great spell.
Yeah,
The DM says it's not good.
I mean, that's actually a really good plan.
Yeah, considering we've basically been able to come up with nothing else.
Yeah,
Sir, what's going on?
we're in a nightmare.
Yeah. Specifically, a Dread Realm nightmare.
Yeah.
Don't die.
Why are there no lights?
Oh,
wondering
you're
that
blinded,
too.
aren't you?
Yeah, I can't see either.
Wait, how am I blinded?
Gee, I wonder why. It's almost as if there was some foreshadowing that happened before this.
What do you mean? I wasn't here last time!
So
It wasn't last.
What was?
Let Nameless talk.
The board that you guys are on is not actually like representative of where you're at. It's somewhere for you guys to be.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna move to this bed.
You should be able to do things with your tokens now. Much as I love Hall of the Mountain King, it's a little too dramatic right now for like what.
Yeah.
We aren't to the mini boss yet.
It's not even boss music. It's more like mild chase music because it does not get as intense as the original.
That's true.
Although, if I'm being entirely honest, I think I could actually use the original. There is no way there's still copyright on it.
Oh, it's already public domain?
You do realize how old the Hall of the Mountain King is, right?
Nope. I know it's somewhere in the 1900s or 20th century, but that's about it. I don't know when it actually was produced.
I am like 99% sure you are nowhere near what the actual...
So the song came out. The song was written by someone who died in 1907. So the copyright for the song itself is up. However, you need to make sure that you're not using a copyright rendition of the song.
The song came out, or the song was composed in 1875.
So
shit.
be careful, because Disney released like 4 different versions of it.
Of course they did.
And I'm sure the original's probably hard to find now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you probably find the sheet music. You could you could do your own rendition.
Nameless,
Hmm?
did you change the screen? Did you change the screen for the viewers?
No, but I can do that right now. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. So,
Oh, I thought he was talking about Static Shock. Never mind.
Yeah, I like Melrose's plan.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a plan with only one step, then it can only fail on the one step.
I'm gonna walk over to Melrose and grab onto him. Please, please, get us out of here. I can't live like this.
remember,
Well, we can't leave yet.
remember, Arya has no booze anymore.
So is your sanity constantly dropping?
Like at 10 sanity right now out of 100, okay?
I don't think
Huh?
that's okay.
That's not how sanity works in the game.
I don't know how it works in a game.
It's like a
works on-
stat, but also a pool.
Oh,
Anyways,
Melrose, take us to the Dreadlord. Or at least
Alright.
show us the path.
Hey, Ice, do me a favor, roll sanity.
me?
Is your name Ice?
Alright.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part.
one of the deadly wizards has to roll sanity.
Wizard time. Got really lucky.
Let's see. Okay. Now, what does the spell do?
Nez.
Find the path? I'll go cast it. I just don't remember which, but there it is. It basically just gives me the most direct path to an objective. I'm just designating, like the path to the Dreadlord. Typically the spell will bring you to the nearest instance of whatever you ask for, but I feel like there should only be one Dreadlord in here, so they should just take us there.
Unless one of our fears is more than one Dread Lord.
Shush. Don't speak it into an existence. I'm asking for the Dreadlord.
Spell allows you to find the same plane. Name the destination on another plane of existence. A destination that moves, or a destination that isn't specific. So, what do you specifically state for the spell?
Probably a lair of the Dread Lord, or where they're currently located.
I want.
Think very carefully.
Basically, state, take me to the Dreadlord. I haven't read the spell in a while, so I'm just gonna make sure that's how that works.
Well, it's specifically if you name a destination on another plane of existence, a destination that moves, or a destination that isn't specific, such as a green dragon's lair, the spell fails.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
So it needs
but
to be specific.
Well, yeah, but in this case, the only reason why Green Dragon's lair fails is because there's multiple dragons in that sense of a plane. But if there's a single Dreadlord in a single Dread realm,
The issue is we don't know if it's only the one, and there is also the issue of the fact of the matter is moving targets. Also, you didn't say her name, and the fact that there is that other entity we gotta deal with.
Well, the other entity would not necessarily interfere here with this.
It's up to you, Mel. Or Nez.
Like, the problem is that we don't know where she is, and like, if she's moving, then I imagine she's not. But if she, I don't know.
Do you have locate creature? Because that would be, I believe that's a spell, and that would be a little more what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because this,
Does anyone have that?
I'm mainly saying this because this is a 6th level spell, but if a creature has multiple things considered having a lair, even if you specify a specific creature, you could be brought to just one of those random places and not have anything there. Things like that.
Would saying bring us to the source of Luna's nightmare work?
Oh, also, it's a location you are familiar with.
Oh.
So you'd have to at least have some sort of scrying view of it.
On this, yeah, I just saw that as well.
Oh, yeah, familiar.
Yeah, so your spell wouldn't actually work.
Damn.
Okay.
That moment you got locate creature.
Good idea, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
Locate creature to figure out where it is. Then you could probably use find the path to find the quickest path.
Yeah, this kind of a spell that you would want
Find
to.
the path isn't the find the target spell.
It's good for if we get separated, though.
Mm.
Find the path would be like, I want to get back to the place that I've been previously kind of spell. Or I want to get from where I am now to a place that I've been before. By this way that I'm reading this.
Ah.
And I didn't want to waste a 6th level spell slot for Nez. Well, you guys, I will say that you guys have like full spell slots and everything because you had the time in Sigil City. I don't know if you guys want to sleep right now.
Not particularly, no.
Yeah.
It'd
Good.
be interesting. I'd be curious to see what happens if we did that.
Yeah.
But let's consider that a last resort sort of plan.
Yeah, I don't think we need dream deception.
Yeah, dream within the dream.
Oh no, one of our nightmare or worst fears.
How do we not
is
know
being
we're not
stuck
dreaming
within
right
a
now?
Dream within a dream within a dream within a dream.
We're in a dream. So
Yeah, well, we're technically
whether or
in
not we are
the
dreaming
plane.
is like a matter of philosophy at this point. I feel
I will say for Lone's benefit that since he wasn't here, he doesn't know that Sargus specifically told you that you were being inserted to someone else's dream, alive and awake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Of course, they're characters in a D&D game. They're already in a dream.
so y'all's initial plan has been deflated. What's anybody else got anything?
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That is gonna be way too risky. I got nothing.
Yeah, this place was like a mirror of the prior Dread Realm.
A very twisted version. Like, you can tell something is very wrong.
Well, I'd assume we go where we, kind of found her the first time, and that would be her castle.
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
Okay.
Where's that located?
If it was anything like the Twisted Mirror Nameless said, we've been there before. Or,
Okay.
well, everyone except Serenity and
Arya.
Aria.
So, Nez, if you want to find the path for that one, you can. Because I would say you are familiar with Nightmare Moon's castle enough to be able to use that. Even to get to the throne room itself.
Alright.
But that's up to you, because since this is the first time that you've cast the spell, and as far as I know, you don't have another... Oh wait, is this not one doesn't... Does this one... Hold on. Sticks, cards, teeth, carved runes, worth 100 gold. Okay, so it doesn't consume the item. Okay.
It takes a minute to cast.
Oh.
That casting time wasn't in the spell description. Won't hold us back, but...
is it a ritual spell?
No.
No.
Bummer.
No, it just takes a minute. A ritual spell normally takes 10 or more.
Oh, right.
Yeah, well, it takes however long it takes, and then the caster's ritual costs an extra 10.
A lot of the times, the more powerful the ritual, the longer the ritual spell.
Makes sense.
So,
I mean, technically the way ritual spells work is to cast it as a ritual, you just increase the casting time by 10 minutes. Like, the only reason it would take longer is if the spell takes longer to cast initially in the first place.
yes, and a lot more of the more powerful ritual spells take a lot more time.
Yeah.
I'd say this one would take an hour, and we don't exactly want to spend an hour just sitting there.
Yeah, especially with your character forgetting or losing its memories.
Yeah.
But,
what little I have.
Yeah.
For Nez, so you do, just make sure you do cast.
Yeah, I'll cast it again. Let's go.
Well, I'm not going to count the first time.
Okay.
Because the first time you didn't know that you weren't going to be able to use it. But
Yeah.
You cast the spell, you guys find the quickest, easiest path. While you're traveling, though, you do note they are just strange absent of anything alive. What's up?
Before we go, and while he's casting the spell, Phoenix is going to take out her new book of cursed spells and cast a spell on herself and Quirrell. There we go. That should be better.
Doesn't the casting of what Nez is doing only take an hour?
His only takes a minute.
Or not? Yeah, not an hour, a minute.
Yeah, these are an action each. Technically, they're the same spell. I just flavored.
Oh, duration. I looked at the duration and thinking that it was the casting.
Yeah, no.
18 hours. Talk about overtime pay.
Well, that should hopefully counteract the fear effects they're under.
There is no tangible benefit to the happy. The tangible benefit is the +4 armor.
I don't have a casting time on this. I'm gonna fix that.
But it's kind of fey magic, so I figured I'd weave emotions into it.
Makes
I
sense.
just see Naomi just bragging out of nowhere. While Quirrell is just cheering in the background.
You can do it!
Let's see.
We're so happy now.
So, when you cast those spells, they disappear and you don't even remember you had them.
Ooh.
Shit.
Do you think I would give you these kinds of items that easily? If so, I'm so disappointed in you guys.
I don't know why but that was just so menacing to hear.
Anyways. As the group continues to travel, again, I note that there's a disturbing lack of any forms of life. Moon, you don't even see any signs of wayward souls or anything like that through your soul glasses? Because I imagine Otto has them on most of the time.
Here.
Yeah. So, the usual wayward souls that you would see just kind of lingering after death, they don't even have those here. And from what you can tell, the only astral entities are outside. You do catch, this is specifically for Moon, you do catch a glimpse of the entity outside, and it does appear that they possess a god soul. Because there is no mistaking the difference between a mortal soul, a monster soul, and a god soul. But there's always a very obvious difference.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at a god soul, you can stare into the abyss and feel his judgment upon you. Anyways,
If you
I've already went into the dangers of that thing.
If you want, you can also roll Arcana to see if you can identify the alignment of the creature. It will be a high Arcana roll, though.
I mean, I assume something chaotic going to eat us.
So, as far as you can tell, it seems to be an evil entity, but you cannot tell which flavor of evil from here.
Well, staggeringly powerful and overwhelmingly powerful are basically just a thin difference. Either way, if it gets inside, we're gonna die.
Makes
Well,
sense.
all of you are gonna die. I'll be fine.
So when you guys get to the castle, the first thing you notice is it's a lot more slanted to one side than you remember, and it looks less so like it was built that way, and more so like somebody pushed it over, but nothing actually fell. To the point that the door has shattered.
You wouldn't suppose us accidentally causing the collapse of the previous Dread Realm had something to do with this?
Potentially.
Everybody roll me a perception check. At disadvantage. Except for Moon.
Alright, perception, let's go!
Moon, you can
Part of
roll
the
it
cards, boy.
normally. So I do still want you to roll it, just normally.
I love rolling all normal perceptions.
How did you get to a 26?
So first off, Inquisitive Rogue. I basically perception's like my whole thing, along with insight. And because of the warlock patron I have, the bird lets me also add, while it's on me, my charisma modifier.
Good fucking god.
Yeah, don't look at my
my
sheet,
19
and don't look at my
Arcana
passive
machine.
wisdom right now. That is crazy.
I can calculate passive wisdom pretty easily off of a modifier.
God.
It might be 40 flat.
Oh. Asking
Nez
me to roll is actually.
was, do you have something that removes disadvantage for you?
No. Sorry. I'll roll again.
Just roll a normal one again and we'll take the lower of the two. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
God damn, it's getting to the point where I'm gonna start having to raise the DCs for things just to make it challenging for the majority of the party. Phoenix is the only one that doesn't notice the what appears to be a Phoenix and Arya, actually. What appears to be a cloud of nebulous gas, darkly colored. Serenity sees where it goes, which is off into one of the alleys nearby. And Otto, you actually realize with your glasses that it appears to be a fragment of a god soul. A very small fragment, a very weak fragment, but a fragment nonetheless. This one appears to be very different from the one outside, though. So it does not belong to that entity. And roll me a quick religion, Otto. Your delve into theology, whether it was intentional or even wanted or not, you do know that avatars of deities will often appear as fragments of souls.
So what I'm hearing is we need to go that way.
What you're hearing is
Oh, you
something went that way that is a fragment of a god soul. And your crash course in this realm's like theology that you were given by Shadowfire basically told you that if Alicorn equals deity, and my very bad attempt at trying to emulate coding.
I think I have a trail that we can follow.
Cool.
Might as well go that way then.
Serenity's the only one that actually saw where it actually went. The rest of you just saw it moving.
And Otto's gonna head that way, because presumably, surely there can't be 3 gods in the same dream.
Early. Get a little crowded in here.
Huh.
Ice, do me a favor, roll sanity. At disadvantage this time.
Okay, you want her to fail. There you go, there's your fail.
Would have failed either way, but continue.
Well, the other ones. Yeah.
Well, whoever saw where it went, lead the way.
So I'm going to assume that Serenity will lead the party in the direction that the entity went.
I guess.
Is he still gone?
Oh no, he dead.
He was unmuted, so I figured he'd come back.
Oh, yeah, I just saw the message. Quick BRB.
We're just going to go with the assumption that he did, in fact, lead the party. Just to move things along. And, you know, it's kind of like his entire thing is to notice things now. So, as you guys make your way down the alley, you're starting to notice that there's something flickering around you guys. Like, you see just the barest glimpse of creatures. Otto, your glasses aren't necessarily picking anything up, but Cameo, Coral is absolutely convinced you are surrounded by ghosts.
I'm gonna hold on, Phoenix. They're around us!
We'll be fine.
Well, you're fine. If there were ghosts, you would have been possessed by now.
So, Coral, you don't actually hear that. Because, Otto, when you turn around to say that, the party's not there.
Well, shit.
So if you are being separated into another room, then you are suddenly finding yourself alone.
Boy.
Not the lone, but a lone.
So we're multiple loans.
I wouldn't know if I'm in another room because I still can't see.
House loan, student loan, car loan.
I can pick Christina. It's just
Thank you.
in the top corner.
Coral, as you are clinging to what you think is Phoenix, you take a moment, but then you suddenly realize that it's not Phoenix, but a bag of rotten potatoes, and that nasty like dry rot that they get, where the inside is black and powdery.
I got a bag of potatoes.
What happened? This is why I didn't want to say anything. Where is everyone? I'm gonna kick all their asses. Like, come on, we were supposed to stay together. This always happens.
Kendall, you have reached the point where you don't remember who you are, what you're doing, or why you think there should be people here. Who the people are, you don't remember. But you know that you're here for something, to do something with someone. Was it multiple someones? Maybe.
Huh. Okay, this is confusing. I guess he's like kind of like looks up at the turban on the head. Do I know you?
Your turban, your vizier's turban looks down at you, and you get the mental, who are you?
Huh. Seems like we're in the same boat. I'm Kindle.
What's
Oh,
a
wait,
boat?
that's right. I don't know who I am.
Nope.
Wait, hi, I don't remember who I am. Do you?
What's a boat?
Well, I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. Maybe it'll come back to me.
Arya, you realize you are suddenly in quite disturbingly all alone without booze. There is no sign of booze in sight. There is no smell of booze. Just everything is dry. There's not even water around. Not that you would be inclined to drink that.
I'm gonna pull out my 3 hidden flasks and check them.
Dry as a bone.
Damn it! Those guys ditched me, didn't they? This is probably their fault. And then I'm gonna start storming off.
Mel,
Yeah?
as you are walking, you find yourself in what appears to be an orchard.
Oh.
What
Did I
do?
stray from the path? Is this still the right way?
Roll a insight check.
Alright. I should be okay at that. But I feel like this is not what insight is used for. I'll roll it anyways.
Insight is the definition. It would be something that this could be used for, but it also doesn't have a skill that I could think of that would apply to what I wanted.
Fair enough. Insight is just one of those, yeah. Where it's like, well,
It's
what else? This isn't what it's supposed to be for, but like, what else is?
It's primarily for interpersonal stuff. But
Yeah.
Wait.
it would appear that not only have you been separated, but it appears you have been magically separated. Which leads you to believe that somebody has been worried about getting separated this whole time, whether they voiced it or not.
Horse apples.
One falls directly onto your head. It is also rotten.
I look at it disappointed and just like buried in the dirt and keep moving.
Serenity. You turn around to look at the party out of a kind of feeling of paranoia, and you realize there is no party.
Of course. I'm
In fact-
assuming my bird's gone, right?
Yes, everything that could be considered a companion for you is gone.
Dang.
Even just like random wind sounds and things like that, the sound, you can't even hear the sounds of your own hooves. You do hear yourself speak, but that is the only sound that you seem to be capable of hearing at the moment. It also...
Action.
Go ahead.
As an action, I would like to do Unerring Eye. I am checking for illusions around me.
Can you send like the blurb for it?
Sure.
13 level, you sense is almost impossible to foil. It's an action, you sense the presence of illusions, shape changes not in their original form. You basically just get true sight.
I am basically Sherlock Holmes.
I don't think it's true sight because it doesn't see into the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
But
He's
other
just
than that,
like-
I think it is identical.
He's just like, I don't need my bird anyway.
So it doesn't appear that you are separated by like an illusion, because you still don't see any of your companions.
Well, that's terrible. Okay.
But you do notice that it does appear that the walls of the buildings around you were shifted at some point.
Okay.
Almost as if somebody reconstructed the city around you guys specifically to separate you.
Okay.
Otto,
Ah.
as you continue walking, you find yourself in a room full of paperwork, and all of it has things like rejected and overdue stamped on it. And you realize that about half of it is some sort of bill that you need to pay. Because all of Otto's shit is going to end up being a meme.
Well, Otto takes out a H311 form from his bag and starts filing his taxes.
Every time you try to get to the end of the document, you run out of ink, and when you turn back to the document, all of the writing is gone and you have to start over again.
It's worse than TurboTax.
You mean the tax program that has a free version, but if you have anything that sets you apart from any population, it is no longer free?
Oh, shoot. There's an idea. Otto pulls out his a flat metal sheet, and an illusion pops up, and it says, "You must pay for the full version." Damn it.
They don't cover extra dimensional nightmare realms.
I mean, dude, but you have to pay extra, and it's split across 13 different packages. But each package only has part of what you need, but you need all of them in order to actually have everything you need to submit the paperwork. By the way, you can only pay annually.
So, Phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
you find yourself suddenly and unceremoniously on the ground. You don't know when it happened, but suddenly Coral was just not there.
And the rest of the party isn't there as well.
Correct.
Typical.
Roll me a
Can't
quick
get through one
advantaged perception check.
So
I
you
sw-
want her to succeed.
I swear if you double nat one.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay.
There's your success.
Well, dang.
So as you were laying on the ground, you kind of lay your head back, and from your position, which is now somewhat upside down, you notice a robe of very familiar color and fashion as it slips around the corner. You are aware of who this is, but I'm not going to say it out loud right now.
Are you gonna send it to me in DMs, or
I mean,
am I just gonna speculate here?
I'm gonna just leave you to speculate for now, but you do know who it is.
But I don't. Okay.
Mostly because I don't feel like typing it out at the moment, so that's why.
Okay. Well, she's gonna stand up, and luckily, since we can't get through a single dread realm without getting split up, we have a lot of practice. So I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it will be fine. Famous last words. Serenity, let's go back to you. What are you doing? Hello?
I turned my mic gain down. That's crazy. I was talking the whole time. I was being polite and realized I didn't help. Alright. I'm gonna do what I'm good at. I'm going to try and investigate the walls because you said they shapeshifted. There has to be seams, or at least something left behind.
There appears to be signs that they were moved, like a ground down corner here, a scrape mark there. But to say that it had been like open and closed or anything like that would be an understatement. It's more like the entire wall was shifted.
I see.
So not secret door type of movement, but somebody rearranged the city kind of movement.
And what else is around me?
Currently, you just appear to be in an empty alley full of like random garbage.
I see. I guess I'll progress forward into the Batman alley.
Okay. Melrose, since you were continuing your way through the orchard, you're starting to realize that this orchard is way too familiar. It is definitely an apple orchard, though every single apple you have seen has rotted beyond the point of edibility. Anything trying to eat that would just get nothing but nasty, slimy bullshit. It would not be worth even attempting to pick them at this point, because you wouldn't be able to get the whole thing off the tree. It would just kind of disintegrate, leaving chunks and pieces behind that most people just don't want to touch. But you are getting this strange sinking feeling that you've been here before.
That's what everyone wants to hear when they're in a nightmare. Oh, you've been here before. Great.
Squirrel. The flickering ghosts are still around you, and you are very much alone with your sack of potatoes that I don't remember if you said if you dropped the rotten potatoes or not. By the way, when I say rotten, it's even Quirrell wouldn't be able to eat them because like there's nothing to really eat. Like if you squeeze too hard, they turn to powder.
Yeah.
But it's in a sack, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna close the sack because I know I can't eat these things. I'm still holding on to the potatoes though. Leave me alone! You already died. You're not supposed to be here. We've talked about this. Move on to the afterlife already!
Roll a disadvantaged perception for me.
Perception there.
You hear
Yeah,
the
that's
sounds of whispered conversation that you are unable to discern who or what is speaking. But someone further down the alley is now speaking. Who are they? Are they potentially people you know? Who knows?
I slowly take a few steps towards it. And then just bolt for it.
Okay. Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here?
I don't know. Why am I here?
That is the question that you have suddenly come up with for yourself. Whoever yourself is.
One of life's great mysteries.
You remember sitting down, but that's all you really remember? And you know that sitting doesn't get you anywhere. And you're supposed to be somewhere.
Kindle just kind of sighs, gets up. I don't know where I'm going, but, well, might as well try and get there.
You get a garbled sounding... Well, sound is a strong description for it, but the mental link that you share with your Vizier's turban gives you an animalistic sound, as if it's forgotten how to speak.
Man, sounds like somebody else is having a worse time than I am.
See... Arya. You stomping off in a huff, you find a way to a tavern.
My demeanor instantly changed as I get excited and charge in, saying, "I need some booze."
There is a single individual here. It appears to be some sort of reanimated skeleton. As it rattles, it turns a spigot, and you think you hear the sound of liquid. And he sets a tankard up onto the counter.
You know what? It's fine. I don't care if you're a skeleton. Booze is booze. I'm gonna go over there, and you said he set it on the counter?
Yes.
I'm gonna start to... No, I'm gonna sniff it first.
It smells indescribable.
I almost asked you to describe that, but is this what kind of boo, like, what is this?
The skeleton rattles at you.
That's good enough for me, and I'm gonna take a sip.
Don't. It's the leaf blower. It's the leaf blower special.
So, the first thing you realize is, shit, now you're sober. Second thing you realize is, God, this tastes awful. And third thing you realize is, this is not booze. When you
Only one of those. Only one of those I actually care about. I can think clearly now. Shit! God damn it! The hell did you put in this?
The skeleton is gone.
I'm gonna throw down the cup and just...
The cup bounces, the tankard bounces against the floor, and you realize it's been empty this whole time. You are just suddenly and inexplicably sober.
Why? Why me, Celestia? I know you're... This has to be your fault, Celestia. You did something. That's all I'm gonna do.
Gotta love the immediately blame the gods.
Must have been Zeus.
Phoenix. What do?
She's gonna get up and, so I see you got it here, okay?
Say what?
She just asked the robed figure she recognizes.
No, they disappeared around the corner. Like, you just saw the very tail end of their robe.
Oh, okay, then she's gonna follow.
As you continue to follow the robe figure, you are always frustratingly just behind them as they are continuing to make their way through.
Dream walking speeds. And, She's gonna cast Detect Magic while she walks. Just because why not?
The entire area lights up as if it was made of entirely of light. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, beans.
Not only are you in a dream in the astral, you're in the dream of a god in the astral being manipulated by another deity.
You shouldn't have said it was made out of light. That's her specialty.
So you managed to avoid being blinded, but shit, that was like a flashbang for you. You have lost track of where the robed figure went.
Dang it. Well. I was walking, I might as well keep walking. So she's just gonna keep wandering.
So,
Bound to find somebody at some point.
internet problems from Moon.
We
Gotta love it. So, let's go back to the dog is making the brain cell struggle. Fuck, who is... We're just gonna go back to, Mel. Mel. As you continue your little trek through the orchard, one of the first things that you notice up ahead is, what appears to be a weathered red barn. Roll a sanity check for me.
Okay. Give me a second. Sanity check, you say. There you go. Oh.
Oh.
So this place couldn't possibly be here. It shouldn't be here. There's nothing that could have brought it here. You left that place behind. It's impossible. But you have to see what's inside.
Okay. I rush towards it. After a bit of hesitation, I guess. Why is that here?
So we're gonna leave you at the door of the barn.
Okay.
I'm also going to ask you to send me any apples that your character would have interacted with in person, as well as any that he knew about, like, of the well-known apple family.
Yeah.
Just separate the two. Lone, are you there? Lone, if you are there... Okay. I'm just making sure you knew you were muted. So Serenity is... Serenity has seemed to be the one that has seen the most through the issues that you guys are following. What does Serenity think he's going to do? He's currently trekking down the alley as well.
Well, there's nowhere else to go but one way or the other.
That is true. So
Just keep going forward until you find something.
as you continue forward, you find yourself at a dead end in the alley. But the problem is, when you turn around, it's still a dead end. It appears you have been boxed in.
Well, you know what that means. It's time to start climbing.
Okay. Roll, I believe it'd be acrobatics or athletics. I don't know which would be more... appropriate here?
I think it would be athletics.
I think athletics would probably make sense, but he is a rogue, so I could see acrobatics being applicable as well for rogues and monks.
I am biased, but I would like athletics.
Okay. Then I will allow you to do either one. I thought you said athletics.
Oh, I mean, acrobatics. Sorry, I'm big dumb.
So you are able to make it up onto the rooftop. Roll a deception check.
I don't like that. Oh, we're fine.
You feel as if something just tried to poke your brain from the inside. But given that it was a thing that happened within your mind, you're not entirely sure where it came from.
Investigate. We gotta ponder on that. Was that actually in my head?
Yes, it was a mental thing.
Oh, fun.
You rolling investigation?
Yeah, I'll roll investigation. Come on, baby, I can only roll minimum 8. Please. No. 8 plus 6, because I can only roll a minimum 8. Let's go.
That is hilarious.
So it's a 14. Let's go.
Yeah, nothing that you have seen thus far in your life makes sense for this. This is a strange situation.
Oh. Lovely. Oh shit. Is it just like endless rooftops? Is that all I have?
It appears so. Not only is it just endless rooftops, it is way more rooftops than you remember there being buildings. And they all seem to have closed in on each other so that even the hole that you came out of is no longer there.
Brilliant.
What are Serenity's thoughts right now?
Well, there's nowhere to go. And it's quite literally just a sea of tiles. Oh boy. Or I guess hay. I never asked what the roofs were made of.
Tile.
Tile. The best that I can do is sit down and wait. Something will change. I just have to watch to observe.
So, when you sit down to wait, it feels like an eternity passes and nothing changes.
Brilliant.
While we're leaving you to sit and wait for the roof to shift, we're gonna go back to let's see, Arya. We're checking on Arya, who is now painfully sober and has no booze in sight.
Okay, think. What can I do? Maybe I can... Wait, no, that wouldn't work. Nameless, can I try to find my way using nature? Or survival?
What are you trying to find your way for?
A landmark. A nearby landmark of some kind. That can at least give me a better lay of the land. What's going on?
You can use survival to try and find a landmark which you are familiar with. There is no landmark which you are familiar with.
I knew that was gonna happen. Well,
in fact, you're pretty sure that the tavern you just saw was never there to begin with. How you got through the wall, you're not sure, but there's nothing there.
Oh my god, this place is messing with me. This can't be happening. I'm gonna start walking west. Or northwest, actually. To see what I can find. While calling out to, for the rest of the party. Particularly, I'll probably be saying something along the lines of, Owl! Where are you, Owl?
You hear a hoot.
Here, Owl! Go ahead.
You hear a hoot.
I am immediately going to follow the sound.
Okay. Melrose, you are standing at the doors. You have to open them. You really do. But you don't want to. But you really do. But you gotta open. You gotta see what's inside. So what do? Nez.
Oh yeah? Open the door.
So, first thing you notice when you open the door is rather than, hay or anything like that, the inside of the barn is lined with tombstones.
Oh.
And as you make your way through, you inspect them and recognize a few of them, especially Brayburn. Being that whenever you went to the Apple family reunions, that was one of your favorite cousins to hang out with. The rambunctious attitude and general all-around people-pleasing aesthetic of many of the Apples. His was just more fun to hang out with. Especially given that you were not an especially outgoing Apple.
I never. Okay.
I'm going off of the fact that your character is not especially outgoing as is, so.
That's because my entire family died. Or I don't know what happened to them actually, but I assume they're dead.
Womp womp.
So
Probably why there's all these gravestones.
As you are stepping gingerly through the gravestones, a whispered voice comes from behind you and asks, "Why did you abandon us?"
I turn around, try and look for the voice.
There doesn't appear to be anyone there. The same question is repeated with a different voice, again from behind you.
I didn't mean to. It all happened so fast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Another voice, again from behind you, tells you that you failed. You're a failure as a Apple and as a druid.
I just kind of sob a little, but I don't like completely break down. I'm still like looking around and moving forward slowly.
Okay. Phoenix. Are you there?
Yes, Phoenix is here.
Okay.
Well,
What?
she's somewhere.
So, I forget which one. What did we leave you doing? Were you still trying to find the robed figure?
She was doing that. She cast Detect Magic and almost got blinded, but she deals way too much with light to actually get blinded. But during that escapade, she lost track. So
Okay.
she's just continuing continuing to move in the last known location.
So, as you're moving along... Ooh, excuse me, hiccups. As you were moving along, you hear a voice, again, that is very familiar to you, but somehow also all too alien. Say, you had so much potential.
And do I not anymore, or where's this going?
Who was that addressed to? No one responded.
It was Ice responded.
Oh, I missed it completely then.
So, you actually don't get a response to that, Ice. Do you continue forward? What do?
Yeah, she's gonna continue forward.
Okay. Kindle,
Mm-hmm.
where are you?
I don't know. Just wandering down this alley.
But why? For what
Absolutely
purpose have you...
no idea.
What purpose have you been walking this way?
I don't know. Better than just sitting here.
There is something up ahead. You're not sure what it was called, because, at this point, you don't even know hardly anything anymore. You're getting to the point where language is starting to be very difficult for you to grasp. But something up ahead seems somehow familiar. But you're not entirely certain why, or who, or what, or when, or what did any of that mean? So what do...
Yeah, I guess I just gotta go up to it.
It's a thing. It's got 4 legs. You're aware of those. But, you're not entirely certain what exactly it is. You do know, despite having not seen yourself in a little while, it does look like you. But, different, somehow. Or is it different? Were you the same color as that? That sense of familiarity seems far more ingrained than just you knew them at one point, though. You know this individual, or maybe it's many, is somehow important to you. But you don't know how or why.
Hi?
Roll a intelligence check for me.
Nope.
It comes out as a strangely animalistic noise. But you're also, you've done something wrong here, but you're not sure of what it is. Coral. So, do you head towards the conversation? Is that what we were doing, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, you get to the end of the alley, and there's a window. Through the window, you see a number of familiar figures. The first one that you recognize was very easy to see. It appears to be Shadowfire. But the rest seem to be your companions. They all seem to be sitting and chatting. None of the words are quite distinguishable through the glass. And as you're looking, you realize there's another you in there too.
Shit, no, that one's not me! That one's not me! That's a changeling! They somehow got in here! Come on, that isn't me! I want to bang on the window.
As far as you can tell, nobody seems to be noticing your protests.
Come on!
Do you redouble your efforts, or what do you do? If you redouble your efforts, roll strength.
No. I'm gonna take a step back. And I was like, hold on, this entire thing is all trippy. Oh my gosh, this is an illusion by the ghosts? Does that mean I got away from everyone else? Is he the real people? Shit.
Roll a advantage perception check. You hear something whisper in your ear. They've left you behind. They've forgotten about you. They've replaced you.
What's that? They didn't replace me, so someone else took my place. That's a different thing. They probably don't even realize it yet. Trust me, I'll knock some sense into them. I'll get to them. They didn't leave me behind. They couldn't. They wouldn't.
Roll a sanity check.
If it lets me roll.
Oh, they definitely left you behind. Just like your family did. Just like everyone you've ever known always does.
Can't be right. This can't be. If me making noise isn't getting their attention, light should.
What are you gonna do?
Cast light on the sack of potatoes and freaking throw it at the window.
So when you do that, you throw the potatoes at the window, and it just kind of explodes in a puff of potato particles and light. And you notice the only one that seems to have noticed anything is the fake you. And it turns and gives you a wicked grin before turning back to Shadowfire, who they are having a great conversation with. Shadowfire seems entirely unfazed by whatever just happened. Nobody else noticed. It's almost like you're invisible. Like you don't exist.
Oh, I am going to kill that piece of shit. There's so many different ways to do it, though. And I need to make sure that they know it's actually me, instead of that fake me. And they'll help me jump them, too. But if the others aren't noticing me, what the... Shit! What am I supposed to do? Not really the smart one of the group.
Roll me a quick... We'll go with insight.
Man, all my rolls are this low today.
So, you know there should be a door around here somewhere. They got in here somehow. Arya.
Yes.
Your boozeless plight has gone unnoticed by the gods. However, you now have suddenly found yourself smelling something that is way too familiar and smells too much like booze to be false.
I am going to stop, question it, and then break off my chase for the owl and head straight toward it. But with caution.
What caution?
Caution, caution. I'm gonna be careful this time. Because these
Sanity
might
at
be illusions.
disadvantage.
Should I use a key point for that? Nah, you know what? I'll just go with the roll.
I said disadvantage. So you come to a screeching halt at the edge of a pier with what appears to be just an ocean of booze. What do?
I'm going to pull out my flasks and start filling them while simultaneously trying to drink the liquids.
Every time you go to reach down to fill it, every time you try to drink from the pier, the water level drops just enough that it's just barely outside of your reach.
Alright, asshole. And then I'm just gonna jump right into it.
Okay. Let's see, who haven't we done in a while? Ice.
Alrighty.
Jog my memory real quick. What was the last thing you did? I remember what you're doing. What was the last thing you did?
She shrugged off a little bit of an insult, and I believe kept walking.
So, roll perception check for me.
Perception. I'm on the wrong sheet of this thing. There it is. Womp womp.
Ouch.
So you go walking for what feels like hours, if not even days, and you realize that you're not in the same city anymore. In fact, as the buildings begin to thin out, you realize that somehow you ended up on sand.
Oh. Well.
The familiar
Shit.
architecture and the sudden heat that you have become very painfully aware of, you realize that it appears almost as if you've walked into your own home.
Ah.
But something is off. You can't place a hoof on it, but something is horribly, horribly wrong here.
Well, she better go check out what.
So as you come around the corner, there is a very familiar creature for many of the individuals in this campaign. I will go ahead and drop a token for it here in a sec, while we continue to ignore the random background noises. Where is... oh. Can you see it?
Yes.
That is what you see. I will say that there have been enough of them around that Phoenix realizes that this is a creature that should not exist. One, and two, even if this is not your real home, it is a significant threat.
Mm-hmm.
What do?
This outsider is gonna heckin' pay. Okie dokie. One of these spells. How far away is she from it?
She is currently, I'd say, 25 feet away. It appears to be bent over something at the end of an alley.
Mm. Okay. She's gonna back up a bit and blast it.
Okay. Do you need a roll to hit or roll damage, or what is that?
They roll a dex save.
Okay. So I'm. Hey, Quarrel, do me a favor, roll dex save.
Oh no.
I knew it! I knew it!
Yeah, it was
Oh,
only a matter
while
of time
she's
before
casting
friendly
this.
fire.
She's yelling, "Begone, outsider!"
Wait, she's yelling that?
Yeah. For all intents and purposes, she's using that as the verbal component.
So, Quarrel, I'm actually going to also message you something.
A quick question. Given how Shield of Faith works, it's a bonus action too. Will I be able to just throw that up instead of doing a dex save?
No. Completely
No.
caught by surprise.
Not good enough. Oh geez, you would have needed a natural 20. Luckily, she doesn't have exploding dice.
So, as you are casting the spell, roll that again for me. The damage? Yeah.
Oh jeez.
It's almost as if you feel
That is not.
That is definitely not the damage.
8d6.
Now roll 2d6 for me.
What's
So-
damage total?
That should be 51, I believe. It's almost as if you feel the surge of power from another source, we'll say. And you just absolutely destroy the creature on the other end, burning a pretty sizable hole in their chest. And then you realize that your eyes may have deceived you as Quarrel flops to her side.
Oh.
She still appears to be kind of alive at the moment, as she is currently gasping for breath. It looks like you may have removed at least one lung, though. So she's not long for this world. The spell fails.
Oh no. In that case, she's gonna run up. Nobody should die alone.
What did she do? Why did you do that?
You looked like a big shadowy creature that's not supposed to be anywhere near the inside of anyone's mind.
This
I was just looking for you. Why?
You notice that the thing that she was knelt over was Biaffi's corpse, actually.
Did you do this to Biaffi? Did you also do this to Biaffi?
I only fired at one creature so far.
Roll a
It wasn't
quick
me.
perception check for me. So all of the evidence on Biaffi's corpse looks like you fired at Biaffi at one point too. You don't remember when, but you also have a companion who doesn't even remember who you are at the moment. So who's to say that you didn't?
Oh. Maybe I did. Sure would be nice if my automatic reaction wasn't to just blast those things.
Roll a sanity check for me at disadvantage.
Coral is also backing away from her.
I mean, it would be more like a kind of half dragging crawl kind of deal, because, you know, you're missing a lung at the moment. Phoenix, you feel surprisingly okay with this. Like,
Of course she does.
disturbingly. You also find yourself, like, against, like, what is normal for you, wondering if you could do the same to the rest of the party.
Wonder if I've already done the same to the rest of the party.
Are you possessed or some shit? What do you?
Well, I'm currently thinking that maybe somebody's setting up some illusions and erasing my memory of the circumstance after the fact.
Hey, Yoshi.
Roll a quick investigation for me at advantage. So, the most logical thing to do here is to walk away and see if you even remember that you shot her.
Right, but how will I remember that? She takes out her book and writes down a reminder. And then she'll walk around the corner.
So, when you do that, you pause to go, do I remember? And you very much do.
Okay.
And
So either that's the last one, or they don't do that yet.
And at this point, you can kind of take it and leave it to see if you could even see if Coral even survived at this point. Like she got holes blown in her. Who cares? You kind of want to go find somebody else to do it too.
Jeez.
In fact,
Well,
you probably have even better spells that you could do that with that could make it last longer. And you know, maybe next time you should aim a little higher. Make it so it's more painful than just, you know, a quick burn hole through their chest. But morbid curiosity would dictate that you do at least want to see if you finished her off.
yeah. She will go check to see if Coral did die eventually.
Coral is in fact now dead. And did I hear that Ayoshi joined? Ayoshi did in fact join.
Don't worry about what just happened, Yoshi.
So Yoshi, you come to, you're entirely alone. And more disturbingly than that is you're entirely alone in a forest with a fresh layer of snow around.
Here we go again. Alright, I start, do I recognize my surroundings a little bit? I have an idea of where I might be.
Painfully so.
Alright, well I'm gonna start heading in the direction that goes back to the village.
So as you trot, you see that the village has put up some new, shall we say, warning signs. there are various fetishes erected all around the area that appear to be used, like they're entirely made up of bones and pelts and whatnot of other creatures. One of which you happen to recognize the skull. It would appear that you have found what appears to be an unmistakable pelt of a pink zebra. You know, one of your brand new charges that you were swearing to prevent the death of.
Wonderful. I'm gonna keep going.
So, Serenity, you are unimaginably bored right now.
Never was one for meditating. I guess the best I can do is just... I'll find an edge. Surely. Right
So you-
where it's gone.
So do you start walking?
Yep.
You immediately fall off the roof.
Oh, fun!
And somehow, you didn't see it.
Okay.
No damage, but you are painfully having to pick yourself off the ground.
That's a first. I will look around, observe the area.
You feel a strange crawling sensation on your skin.
Can I turn around and look at it before that sensation just disappears?
When you turn around to look at it, you still feel the sensation, but it's not... You don't see anything behind you.
I will reach back and grab it.
You feel a strange, sticky, gooey substance that you quickly realize is the charobe that you sold your soul for.
Ah, pff. Yes, Mr. Robe, what would you like to say today?
You don't get so much as like an actual like sentence or anything, but an impulse of like a question. It's almost like it's asking you something, but you're not quite able to interpret it.
I'll pull out one of my papers from one of my packs, hold it up to my back, and just let good old Ink Blob decide if he wants to speak common or some weird language.
So it writes something in a swirling script that doesn't follow any kinds of known writing styles. It writes in swirls and circles. And when you get the page back, how are you with reading languages?
Oh, I do have a cloak that lets me read all of them.
Roll a sanity check at disadvantage. There is nothing you can do to remove this disadvantage.
It's okay, we will simply pass. Never mind.
So,
Ill.
when you finally come to again, your hooves have been torn apart to the point of bleeding. You realize you are still screaming, but your voice is no longer producing sound, and you're pretty sure that you've somehow managed to blind one eye. Whether it's permanently or not, you can't tell at the moment. But you also realize that you are dehydrated, hungry, and in incredible pain. You also have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, great. Yippee.
You don't know what you tried to read, but whatever it was in something that you could not read.
Great.
And not because you couldn't interpret it.
Oh boy, Eldritch Horror is beyond my imagination.
You now have to walk with a painful limp, by the way.
I can deal with that. I'll continue waddling.
Melrose. You are muted if you did not know.
There's like, I'm in the barn, right? There's no way like through the barn. I have to like turn around, right?
Well, when you do turn around, the barn has gotten way bigger, and there are lots of tombstones now. You can see the door at the far end, but it's the far end. It's less of a door and more of a suggestion of a pinprick of light.
So just anomalously far away.
Yes.
Is that the right way to go from the spell? Like, am I supposed to go that way? Or
Well, you guys went off of the path that the spell was leading you to, and were following something else that the spell could not help you with. Remember that.
shoot. Yeah.
So, what do? Other than try and strangle the dog in the background. Just me? Just me.
I guess I head towards the exit. I try and will it to be closer than, like, however far away that is. That's, like, too far.
The more you struggle, the more it gets further away, and the more you start to hear whispers of accusations of being bad at what you did, always avoiding them, trying to get away from the family responsibility, fleeing as a coward, leaving the farm behind without even a thought. Some of them may be absolutely not true, but at this point, there is enough of it coming at high enough quantities that anybody would start to get worn down.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Just a normal one. Or if you get like special advantage, then you can use that. Okay. So as you were walking, you notice that there's also you're starting to see more and more corpses, like physical corpses, that are crawling out of the graves and heading your way. But that's not really what interests you so much as when you watch what appears to be a yak crawling out of a grave.
Uh-oh.
What do?
I guess I stop and take a look at the yak.
You very much recognize it as Biafi.
Oh. Alfie? What are you doing here? You're not dead.
Hold on just a sec. Yoshi, did you get my message?
Let me see. I think I did. I just need to read it one more time. Where were you? did you go?
I was following the path. You were right behind me.
You disappeared. You left us. You left all of us.
It's not my fault.
You left
You
us
were
all.
supposed to follow me.
Why didn't you
I
show
turn
us?
away and keep moving. I just need to get out of here.
Biafi joins the crowd hurling harassment at you in the way of telling you that you, in one way or another, abandoned them, and in one way or another that you were responsible for their deaths.
Yeah. Just a general fun time.
Kendall,
Mhm.
as you continue moving around, this strange creature that... Wait, what's a creature? There's something in front of you. You recognize it, you think. Or at least you feel something about it other than confusion.
What
Almost
is
like,
this feeling?
almost like... No, you can't really place a hoof on it.
What is this thing? Kind of tries to start poking it.
You feel sensations, but you can't describe them. You don't remember what these sensations are meant to be. You see the thing making movements with its what? There's sound happening, but like, what does it mean? Does it mean anything? Roll me a disadvantaged intelligence check.
Again.
Yeah, none of this makes sense. Nothing, everything is confusion. There's a thing on your head that keeps making noises in your head. There's something in front of you, but you can't identify it because what even is it identifying? It's all just like a lot. Just too much. What do? If anything.
Gets the kind of just like picks up his soup and starts slapping himself. It's like, come on, I gotta do something.
Roll an intelligence check.
This normal one?
Yep.
Finally, something decent.
A singular thought manages to pierce this barrier of confusion and just overwhelming something. And you're aware that something needs to be done. What is that thing? You have no fucking clue. But something needs to be done. So, what do you do?
Guess I charge at whatever's in front of me and start swinging. Just hooves, no weapon.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
So
So who exactly am I hitting?
Well, it would appear that you don't hit anything, as the thing in front of you quite handily dodges every attack before hitting you in the face with an attack that hurts way harder than you were ready for. Pain. You remember pain. Pain is an old friend. But this pain is also familiar. Like you've had somebody hit you in this exact way a really long time ago.
Damn it. Master, that hurt. Come on, I'm better than that.
Roll intelligence at disadvantage. Yeah, that comes out as a garbled miss. Coral! Are you searching for the door?
Yes, I do the search.
So go ahead and roll me a perception. With advantage.
Perception weird. TH. Okay.
So
20.
when you find the door, you push it open, and the same scene is still laid out in front of you. And it's almost as if nobody noticed you even opened the door. The fake you is still trying to conversate with the Shadowfire, though it does appear that rather than not noticing you, they are actively ignoring you. The rest of the party and Shadowfire don't seem to have noticed you, though. What do?
No one seems to notice me. I just opened the door. Is there like some weird curse or something? I want to walk through. And hold on, I'm checking my spell list real quick.
Give Cameo a minute to check spell list.
I am checking a lot of spells right about now, sorry. Because I know something like Detect Magic is pretty much pointless here. But
It's kind of funny that sometimes you guys will use it in places that are almost entirely magic, so you flashbang yourselves.
yeah, like this whole thing is like, I don't get what the idea was with the whole let's do magic in a place that is like 100% made with magic.
Like, I could understand it for most other Dread Realms, but this is an abnormality of a Dread Realm.
Yeah.
So, that... flashbang! Blind! But not really.
Yeah, but not really. Because all of her spells are light. So she's already mostly blind. Actually, with her perception rolls, that might as well be canon.
I want to see what will happen if I use remove curse.
What are you using remove curse on?
Me, because they aren't responding to me at all, and then the doppel is clearly just kind of like ignoring the hell out of me. But it's like, what if there's a curse directly on me? that is making them ignore me. Like maybe they literally can't see me because some weird magic curse.
Okay. So you're casting Remove Curse, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So when you finish casting, the scene changes quite drastically. The lights go out, the food and tables have been scattered across the room, and the only thing actually standing is the other you. Except now it is massive and twisted. Claws come down from its fingers to roughly about a foot in length, and it stands towering even over you. Fresh blood is dripping from its jaws and its claws as it is very obvious that it put every one of your friends and Shadowfire in the ground. So, what do? It does still very obviously look like you, but it is twisted and evil.
Can you skip to someone else and we come back to that?
I have broke Quarrel.
No, it's less of break and more of like, this is probably gonna be a full-on fight, so shit.
Well, do you want to attempt talking to it first? I assure
would
you.
Coral be willing to do that?
Well, would Quarrel look at herself, even an evil version of herself, and not want to ask questions for what you see?
So maybe there is some questions, maybe there isn't. It depends. Okay, yeah, actually go to someone else, and I'll let you know whether or not there will be a fight by the time you come back.
Okay. So. Serenity. Actually, no. Arya. As you
yes.
As you go diving into the sea of booze, you find yourself plummeting quite far as the ocean just kind of rushes away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna use this and yeah, I'm a free fall or slow fall.
By an amount 5 times you. Well, you hit the ground and it hurts. It hurts a lot, but you don't take any damage.
Okay. Am I like okay? So I'm assuming I'm in a more of a ditch kind of thing then.
No, you're in a desert.
Oh well, in that case, Arya's going to get very desperate and pull out a small bag. From that bag, she will pull out one bean and say, "Fine, if you're not gonna give me some booze, then this should." And she's gonna plant the bean in the ground.
Oh, good fucking god!
We found the new longest spell, baby.
Bag of beans.
Freaking bean.
I've waited for so long to use this.
I'm sorry, but I had to chime in just to
No.
say what the
Beans.
fuck?
No, the beans. Not the beans. No, the beans.
Each creature in the area, including you, must remove a bean from the bag, plant it in the dirt or sand, and then water it. Do you have water?
I have. Hold on, do I have water? I have water skin, yeah.
Okay, so produces an effect for 1 minute. The ground where it was planted, the DM can choose an effect from the following table to determine it randomly or create an effect.
I'm hoping for a 2 to 10. 2 Anywhere from a
Honestly?
2 to 10.
I'm hoping for 2 to 10 also, because then you can just have it summon Castor Oil and it'd be really fun.
GM's choice. You get a
Just
whole
a
bunch
geyser of
of
Castor
apple
Oil.
juice.
Hard cider, baby.
Nameless, can I get a D100 roll?
What are your
Hold
soul
on,
features?
I'm reading the.
I'll see.
You know, most-
an EC15 dex.
Most of these are just gonna
In
screw
fact,
me,
21
screw
of
me
that
up.
is so funny. I forgot about that one. There's so many funny ones in this. Oh, these are so good. Oh, the name was pick the toads. Pick number 51 through 60. Just trust me. It's really funny.
I'm gonna actually take a step back too. Like a few steps back. Because I'm expecting a geyser. Hopefully. Probably not, but you know.
Call the bullet.
Good lord, these are some.
There are some
Crazy
really funny ones.
Crazy effects, right?
Magic. Or, heckin'.
Yes.
So
The beans are hilarious.
Destroying my brain. What's it called? Wild magic. Why'd you get the wild magic?
Because it's hilarious.
You fool.
Plus, you can't tell me you're not a little curious.
I'm a little curious how long your character will survive.
My character can handle a lot of it, but some of it, yeah. I've got a few ideas on what to do, though.
Look, Wind, everybody's got a plan until they summon a sarcophagus with the mummy lord in it, alright? You're not gonna do very well. I'm just gonna let you know, it's not gonna go well for you.
So,
Yeah.
I'm still pulling for the toads, though.
after several minutes, 11 bright pink toads pop out of the
Yes,
ground,
the toads!
look around, and then burrow into the dirt.
The toads,
Well, the
yes!
sand.
The toads. Let's go.
I'm gonna start slow. I'm gonna start digging and then stop, and just say no. Hold on. Think. Those toads couldn't have had the beer. Okay. Just move on and find somewhere else. And I'm gonna start walking off, ignoring the toads.
Hey, Wind, can you just resend that?
Yeah.
I accidentally bumped the button on my mouse that controls the back and forth page thing.
You're good.
I like how canon in the story right now, Otto is stuck doing taxes.
That is his worst nightmare right there. As everybody knows. There's nothing worse than doing taxes.
This is true.
Okay. So... Serenity. Alone? Alone.
Oh yeah, sorry. Brain shut off.
I could tell because I could hear you making noises on the other end. So, you have fallen and then proceeded to read something that you shouldn't have and are lucky you are alive.
Would it be the first time?
What do?
Well, considering that I'm wobbling down an alley, I mean, eventually I'll find someone, right? No point in staying still.
Remind me, Your patron is essentially a follower of Plagueheart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you continue down the alleyway, you don't know how it escaped your notice, but you realize that you're suddenly wading through roughly about knee-deep pools of blood.
Brilliant.
In fact, it's kind of strange just how much lately has been escaping your notice until it's too late. Roll a sanity check for me.
Let's go failure.
So, you're not sure if it's because of illusions or whatnot, but you're also not sure if it's just that your senses are just kind of failing you lately without that raven.
I'm gonna stop. Active perception check. What else have I been missing?
Okay, roll perception. Well, for one, the walls of the alley are long gone.
Oh, fun.
Two, something is moving around in the blood that you can't see. You can see telltale ripples of something almost looks like it's swimming several feet off to either side. Given that it is blood, however, it is very difficult to see what it is, or even if beyond where you're standing it gets any deeper or shallower or whatever. The ripples would imply that it is something fairly large, though.
I will draw my short sword and continue forth.
In the direction of the ripples, or in the direction you were already headed?
In the direction of the ripples, of course.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Hog.
So you're just barely able to catch yourself before falling into a much deeper section of this area. You only know that it's deeper because of the fact that you were walking and then suddenly there is nothing under your hooves. You are able to just keep your head above the pool of blood, though now you are covered in the thick, sticky substance. What do?
Take weeks to clean out. I'll turn around and go the direction I was.
The direction that you came from is also seemingly an endless ocean of blood. Not to leave you guys trapped here, but we have been going for roughly 2 hours, two and a quarter hours. Do we want to go ahead and pin it for the night? Just so
Yes.
that people that have work and school and whatnot tomorrow don't have to. I know for some of you it gets a lot later, a lot quicker. Time zones and shit.
Yeah.
So I
Let's pin it.
had 2 yeses. Everybody else cool with it?
Yep.
No,
Might as well.
I'm good to stop here.
I mean,
Okay.
stopping.
Yoshi, you have been voted off the island.
Yeah.
But those of you that may or may not be watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more, hiccup. If you would like to see more of it, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. If you want to show further support to the channel, don't forget to check out the link in the description for the Patreon. There's also the what's it called? YouTube memberships, the subscriptions for, or not, see, YouTube membership, subscription for Twitch, and any super chats and or bits thrown my way is also always appreciated. For those of you on Twitch, don't forget that if you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free subscription every month. Other than that, then we will be back next week. We will be doing. I'm going to be selecting games out of the recommendations that I got in my Discord for the Thursday horror game thing that I do. We will probably have some random streams between now and then. And of course, we should be back. Friday, we will be back with... Actually, what is the topic for Friday? I need to double check that. Should be an Alicorn Discusses. We're still in July, right? Yeah, conventions.
Yeah.
So we will be talking all things conventions. We got some interesting people that are wanting to talk about those. Then Saturdays, barring lack of players, we will have Lost Memories Second Chances back again, as well as next Sunday will be the next Heart of Darkness, where you get to see if they can figure their way out of their living nightmares. Other than that, everybody, don't forget to drink water, have a nice evening, all that good stuff. We will see you again next week. Or later tonight, possibly.
See you guys.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
I did it, hydrate.